This week on 49ers Cal High Sports Report presented by U.S. Bank, the league races are heating up and we have the big game highlights. We'll show you Granada battling Foothill, Mitty meets rival Bellarmine, and Berkeley battles Alameda.
Softball has the walk-off as St. Ignatius meets Valley Christian, lacrosse with De La Salle and Acalanes, and the story of the synchronized swimmer trying to make the sport open to everyone. It's all next on 49ers Cal High Sports Report.
Welcome to 49ers Cal High Sports Report presented by U.S. Bank. I'm Robert Bronstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. We start tonight in the Bay Valley League where the Freedom Falcons are off to a 2-0 league start, 11-5 overall with a .330 batting average led by Kieran Paris and his .491 batting average.
Yeah, pretty good. The Falcons facing a Pittsburgh team also 11-5 overall coming into this game and also hitting very well with senior Tyler Orr hitting .500 with 17 hits this season. Freedom and Pittsburgh on Thursday afternoon. Nice crowd on a sunny day in Oakley for Freedom and Pittsburgh. The Pirates on the board first in the second as Isaiah Franklin sends a low liner to right. That's going to go all the way to the fence. Franklin racing to third. He later scored on a wild pitch. 1-0 Pirates. Check out this play at third by Freedom's Nico Capsularis. A diving stab and a strong throw to first for the out. That was phenomenal. The Falcons tie it in the third, bases loaded as Andrew Neal does his job bouncing it to the right side. Christian Blevins gets the out at first, but scoring is Kieran Paris, 1-all. Still in the third, 2 out for Travis Goebel, who sends a rocket down the line in left. Capsularis and Ryan McKinley score 3-1 Falcons. Then in the fourth, Dario Gomez takes one on a long right to deep center field, and that's gone. A solo shot for Gomez and a 4-1 Falcons lead. Meantime, the sophomore, Andrew Neal, doing a great job on the mound for Freedom, going 6 innings with 8 strikeouts. Big day for Dario Gomez at the plate. You saw his home run. He takes this one the other way. It's a double. Quesada scores, and it's 5-1 Freedom. The Falcons are looking for more, but a terrific play here by the Pirates' Maliko Negron, who gets the force at third. A terrific play there. But this game goes to the Falcons. Quesada with a base hit to right. Neal scores. Here comes Goebel, and the Falcons go on to win it. 10-3 is your final. Freedom now 4-0 in league play, all alone in first place.
The Harker Eagles warm up to take on the Jefferson Grizzlies in this Powell Lake Division matchup. The Grizzlies come out swinging in the first. Rudy Rivera hits a shot through the left side to advance the runner to second. Luke Marr comes up with 2 outs and skies this one to shallow left. It drops, and it's just fair. Rivera and Samuel Villazana Price score. Jefferson takes the 2-0 lead. Rivera can hit for the Grizzlies, but also deals on the mound. The senior not giving up a hit in the first 3 innings. And here Rivera is helping himself out in the top of the third. He rips it through the infield, scoring Calvin Louis Rivera with 2 hits on the day. Mark comes up to bat and he earns his 3rd RBI of the game as he ropes it down the third baseline. Jason Lopez scores, making it 4-0 Grizzlies. Harker getting the bats going in the 4th. Max Lee hits a hard grounder through the right side. Nicholas Coulter then comes up with runners on first and second, lines it up the middle for the RBI, scoring Matthew Kennedy. Next, it's Marcus Anderson. Going opposite field for the base hit, Lee comes in to score to cut the Eagles' deficit to 2. 6th inning, Jefferson looking to stretch their lead, but Harker right fielder Anderson lays out to make the sparkling catch. But the Grizzlies shut the door in the top of the 7th. Louis, the lefty, hits a grounder through the left side. Racing home from second is Dave Rebellini. The Jefferson Grizzlies take this one 7-2, improving to 8-0 in league play.
First place on the line is California hosts Amador Valley Tuesday afternoon. Danielle Williams dominant for the Lady Dons in the early going, getting the batter looking for the punch out, no score after 1. Amador Valley looking to get something started in the second, but Jasmine Contreras tags the runner for 1, then fires to Alexis Burt at first. That's a double play. The Dons do get on the board in the third. Chloe Engel hits one over the pitcher and gets her hustle on to beat the throw at first. Mia Hildebrand comes in, 1-0 Amador Valley. But that's all they get as Sydney Frankenberger lays out and makes a spectacular catch in center to end the inning. AV looking for more in the 4th, but Cal continuing to play stellar D as Kelly Curlett dives and makes the catch. 1-0 Dons after 4. The Grizzlies trying to start up their offense, but Williams was still dealing as she gets another strikeout here. Danielle finishing with 16 Ks on the day. To the 6th, and Amador Valley gets a runner at second for Bridget Aguilar, who shoots it up the middle. That's a base hit. Allison Kim scores. 2-0 Dons. Cal High looking to make something happen in the 7th with runners at the corners, but Williams gets the big strikeout to end the game as Amador Valley wins at 2-0. The Dons now all alone in first place in the East Bay League.
The Los Gatos Wildcats getting warmed up to take on the Palo Alto Vikings. 39 seconds into the game and already a score by Amelia ends with the help from her sister, Katie, 1-0 Cats. Then a quick goal by Charlotte Chang for the equalizer. The Vikings cutting the deficit here. Lulu Gaither with the assist to Emily Wood, and she nails it for Pally. Up next, it's Natalie Deck at the 50-yard line. She's going to run it all the way to the net from the 50-yard line, and she's going to tie this game at 5-all. She has got some wheels. Pally going strong. Abby Ramsey driving into the crease for the Vikings to tie it at 5, and seconds left in the half. Amelia finds Haley Rudy in front of the net to score, giving the Los Gatos Wildcats a 3-point lead to close the half. Into the second, Heidi McIntosh connects with Ramsey in the box, and she bounces it in, and it is good. Los Gatos up by 2. Deck to Katie to the back of the net as Los Gatos takes another win to stay undefeated overall with a 15-0 season record. The M Sisters, the top 2 scorers with 5 and 3 for the Cats.
Each week, the Reicha Center presents the Player of the Week award.
The announcement made in a wrap, produced by the Hip Hop Department at the Reicha Center. Here are this week's Players of the Week.
These are your players of the week. Time for dinner, get it while the food is hot. At the table, the winners, let us toast to Mitchell Scott. This pitcher delivered 6 innings a pop, getting richer and richer as if strikeouts were stocks. No stops, watch the Padres ship it, taking them all. Somebody call out the Valley Christians. Oh, they don't want it, they'll be the first to admit it. Too scared to Sarah when Scott's pitching, who's hitting? Wait though, if you say so. Bella Mayo's the Don, leading the Dons down the May Road. Look at how the game goes, playing with your sisters. She got 3 straight goals, thanks Monte Vista. Whatever they wish to accomplish is 7. Oh, they tied it up, well that won't last forever. Just ask Bella, she'll tell you what's good. Hitting the game winner like you already know she would.
These are your players.
These are your players of the week.
Stanford Healthcare brings us great information on sports-related injuries every week.
Here's a 49ers head team physician, Dr. Tim McAdams, with this week's tip.
Hamstring injuries are very common in sports. The hamstrings are a group of muscles in the back of your thigh consisting of the biceps femoris on the outside and the semimembranosus, semitendinosus on the inside. Since they cross both the hip and the knee, these muscles see enormous strain when running. The degree of injury can be a strain, a partial tear, or a tear, and MRIs are very useful to help determine this. Injuries that occur in the mid-thigh will heal on their own, but a tear off of the attachments either from up on the butt bone or ischiotuberosity or down below the knee can be more problematic and sometimes need surgery. Hamstring re-injury can occur in about a third of athletes, usually occurring in the first few weeks after injury. It is very important to go slow when progressing back to play to decrease the risk of a frustrating re-injury.
Coming up, the Block Construction CCS Blockbuster game. It's a West Catholic League battle between rivals Bellarmine and Mitty.
And Dove-Cal softball with Valley Christian and St. Ignatius next. But first, here's our World Games Top 10 softball poll.
When you're ready to buy a house, a mortgage from U.S. Bank could help make it possible. And a dedicated financial partner will be with you every step of the way. See about pre-qualifying today. U.S. Bank, the power of possible.
At Stanford Healthcare, we can now repair complex aortic aneurysms without invasive surgery. If we can do that, imagine what we can do for varicose veins. And if we can precisely treat eye cancer with minimal damage to the rest of the eye, imagine what we can do for glaucoma, even cataracts. If we can use DNA to diagnose the rarest of diseases, imagine what we can do for the conditions that affect us all. Imagine what we can do for you.
At South County Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Fiat, we are the #1 volume dealer in the state, #1 Pacifica hybrid dealer in the nation, and we received the 2018 #1 Customer First Award. Take advantage of great deals during our spring sales event. Take home a new 2018 Chrysler Pacifica with third row seating, wireless connectivity, rear camera, and more for only $19,777. Why would you buy anywhere else? Drive a little, save a lot in Gilroy.
We're back at Levi Stadium with our CCS Block Construction Blockbuster game. This week we feature the Wacky West Catholic League with everyone beating up on each other this season. 5 teams within 2 games of first place to start off this week.
2 of those teams are Mitty and Bellarmine. Every game now crucial with just 1 week left in the regular season. Mitty and Bellarmine meeting at Gary Cunningham Field. It's our Block Construction CCS Blockbuster game, and Robert was there.
Blockbuster game, yeah.
We're here at Bellarmine College Prep this afternoon for the Bells and the Mitty Monarchs. For Mitty, they have a sensational sophomore. His name is Nick York. Nick batting .526 with 30 hits and 20 RBIs this season. But keep your eye out for his older brother, Joe, the junior, playing very well as well. For the Bells, Connor Henriquez continues to have a great season, hitting .424 with 28 hits. 2 hard-hitting teams in this very important West Catholic League game this afternoon. It's the CCS Block Construction Blockbuster game, Mitty and Bellarmine. The Bells threatening early, but a nice play at first by Joe York, who snags the hot shot and gets the out at first. The Monarchs get a rally going in the third. Miguel Sabedo takes this one on a rope the other way, all the way to the wall in right, a head-first slide, and a double for Miguel. Next up in the third inning is Big Joe York, and Joe gets a curveball that he liked. He times this one perfectly, sending it deep over the fence and right. A 2-run blast for the junior, and Mitty has a 2-0 lead and a pat on the back by the coach. Still in the third, a runner on for Jonah Advansula, who sends a can of corn to left center. That falls for a 2-out base hit. Connor Leverton scores 3-0 Mitty. The Bells looking to come back, but a terrific play here by Mitty's Jacob Moscow, making the catch before bouncing off the fence. Nice play by Moscow. And on the mound, Dom Quinones was dealing, giving up just 1 hit in 4 innings. He gets the K to end the third here. The Bells working in the fourth, but so was Mitty's Leverton at third with a nice play and a terrific scoop at first by Joe York, and it's 3-0 after 4. In the fifth, Matthew Kao at first as Matt Pinelli strokes a liner to right, and when the ball goes to the wall, Kao with determination on his face, racing around the bases, and he scores the Bells' first run. Bellarmine gets a run off a fielder's choice, and then Prashanth Aritharan sends it to third. The throw to the plate is late. Henriquez scores, and we're tied at 3-all. We go to extra innings in the 8th. Joe York sends it to short. The force is made at second, but the speedy York beats the throw to first, allowing little brother Nick to score the go-ahead run as Mitty pulls into a 3-way tie for first place in the very tough West Catholic League.
Yeah, it's tough. A lot of good teams. I think may not be the most talented team, but man, we play with our hearts every single game. We compete no matter who's on the mound, who we're playing. Doesn't matter what's on their jersey. We play for the name across ours. Yeah.
We stay in the dub cow for the matchup between the first place Valley Christian Warriors and second place St. Ignatius Wildcats. Wildcats first up. Macy Levitt leads this game off with a rip down the third baseline for a stand-up double. SI goes on to load the bases, but getting out of the jam is Warriors starting pitcher Kayla Dominguez getting the backwards K. We head to the home half of 3. Daisy Bradanini puts down a sneaky bunt and beats it out for the leadoff single. The Warriors need a hit to get on the board, but running down the deep fly ball is Wildcats right fielder Jane Gaselli. Top of 4, no score. Madison Gunn hits it through the infield for the base hit. Gunn advances to second off a bunt, and Marjoelle Palacio at the plate sends it back up the middle, scoring Gunn for the 1-0 Wildcat lead. SI looks to keep the inning going, but the Warriors' first baseman Lauren Hendrickson doubles up the runners to keep this a 1-0 game. 6th inning, the Warriors tie it up with 1 swing of the bat. Casey Zobak says, "See you later" to this one, deep right center to tie this at 1. And we head into extras. The Warriors walk in a run in the 8th. Valley needs 1 to tie it, 2 for the win. Zoback gets the 1-out single through the right side. That brings up Hendrickson, and she hits a fly ball deep to center, into the trees. What a hit for the senior. 2-run walk-off homer to give the Warriors a 3-0 victory. Gotta love the competition in the WCAL. The Warriors now stay on top of the DubCal with a 4-0 record.
The Alameda Hornets looking to stay undefeated in this league matchup. First off, it's Kennedy Chung with the dig to Colin Chu, who sets up Spencer Cow for the kill, and that would not be his last. Hornets up 12-6. Alameda keeping the momentum going. Look at junior captain Tillman Vetter defend this one for the point. Into the start of the second game, Castro Valley's Chris Ing lobbing it up to Josh Gaddison with a rocket. Look out there. Hornets then pull ahead with Chen again setting up Cow for another kill. Alameda pulls ahead 12-7 in the second. But the Trojans not letting up. Check this out. Jarrett Unti extending the play with 3 straight rips to deliver the final knockout as Castro Valley trails by just 1. Alameda looking to capitalize now. This one returned back over the net, but Kennedy Chung will secure game 2 for the Hornets with this block at the net. Into game 3, where it was all Alameda, and Daniel Kim stood out the most in this one with this rip to give his team the 20-13 lead. And Kim will come right back again, this time with some authority, as this time the kill seals the deal for the Hornets. As Alameda wins it in 3 straight, they get the sweep in Alameda as the Hornets remain all alone in first place in the West Alameda County League. KO and Kim leading the way. The Oakland A's and U.S. Bank bring us the Coach of the Week award every week. This week's Coach of the Week is Dougherty Valley head coach Brian Nichols. The Wildcats picking up a thrilling extra innings win last week. The Wildcats will receive tickets to an upcoming A's game.
You can get tickets for the Orioles game May 5th and receive a Black Panther bobblehead. Coming up, 2 of the top teams in the East Bay League as Foothill takes on Granada.
And a synchronized swimmer who did not let a rare ailment keep her out of the water. We'll meet our U.S. Bank future leader next. But first, here's a tip from one of the sports offered at the Silver Creek Sportsplex.
Hi, I'm Coach Gio, and today we'll be talking about cutting. Cutting is useful when you want to quickly and laterally change direction and get around a defender. When you're cutting, you can either cut with the inside or the outside of your foot. Take a few dribbles with the ball in one direction and quickly use the inside of your foot to cut the other way. Or you could do it with the outside of your foot, quickly leaning forward and cutting the ball the other way.
For almost 50 years, Block Construction has been enhancing the Greater Bay Area and Central Coast, transforming the Northern California landscape, building corporate offices, schools, health and wellness centers, research labs, historic and non-profit buildings, using innovative and sustainable techniques, delivering safety and quality, creating trusting lifelong partnerships. Block Construction, building futures since 1970.
Fires in the end zone. It's caught for a touchdown. There's the sidearm sling. Reed is gone. Touchdown for the 49ers. Intercepted by Williams. Goodman breaks away, and there's the home run.
The Rikus Center is well known as an elite athletic training facility, but you might not be aware of all the ways the center touches the lives of our community. In addition to athletic fitness, nature awareness, and creative arts, the Rikus Center offers a diverse community service program, allowing students to gain leadership and life skills, learning the responsibilities of a real work environment, from working with young children to helping veterans with archery. The community service program will teach students the demands of a professional environment while fulfilling their high school's community service requirements.
Champions, Presentation Panthers. And you're watching 49ers Cal High Sports Report.
Back at Levi Stadium and the NBC Sports Studio with 4 teams within 1 game of first place De La Salle in the East Bay League. Two teams just one game behind the Spartans, Granada and Foothill meeting this week.
Jake Crittenden leads the Matadors hitting attack with a .413 average. The Falcons' top hitter, Owen Camp, with a .500 average, 21 hits. Two teams trying to keep their league title hopes alive, battling this week.
Just one time I need to get to drive that tractor. Just once! Bottom of the first for the Falcons, Jeremy Leah, and he crushes this one to the gap in right center all the way to the fence. Scoring is Corey Steinhauer. Leah is safe at second with a double. So in the first, as Roman Sahagan sends this deep fly ball to left center, Cameron Geyer runs it down, but tagging and scoring is Brett Hansen. 3-0 Falcons. Second inning now, and Steinhauer laces this one to right field. The base knock scores Matt Sugden. 4-0 Foothill Falcons in the lead. Bases loaded now for the Falcons, and here's Brett Hansen with a solid single to right. Colin Dixon and Brett Simons score 5-0 after 2. Meantime, Dylan Podgeiser was just great on the mound for Foothill. Dylan pitching 5 shutout innings, giving up just 2 hits with 6 strikeouts. Runner at third for the Falcons, and here comes the suicide squeeze, laid down perfectly by Owen Camp. He's just out at first, but Sahagan scores 6-0 Falcons. Foothill gets one more here with the bases loaded. Justin Lavelle bouncing it to the left side. The out is made at second. Lavelle is safe at first. Leah scores, and it's 7-0. The Mats get a hit here from Troy Wentworth, who crushes this one to the left center field fence. It's a double for Wentworth, but he would be stranded at second. Tough chance here for Foothill as the ball is popped to the right side, but Steinhauer takes charge and makes the catch as Foothill is now tied with Granada at 6-3 in the East Bay League, 2 games behind first place. De La Salle, big games for Podgeiser and Leah.
The Bellarmine Bells showing off their moves as they visit the Serra Padres Tuesday evening. Into the first, Michael Gonzalez to Zachary Smith to Brian Ronan for the Padres kill. Alexander Knappen finds Brian Ross, setting it to Brett Allen, and he smashes it for the Bells, 23-26. Bellarmine with a strong start, Knappen to Ross to Ryan Foreman to take the first set, 25-17. Now into set 2, Bellarmine on the attack. Ross to Foreman, point for the Bells as they take the early lead. But the Padres keeping up. Ronan bumps it to Nariv Kashoff to Smith, who sends it through the defense to take the set, 25-20. It's all Bellarmine in the third. Knappen, Ross, Chris Boken. He sends a rocket over the net for the comfortable 7-point lead. Ross here with the save. Foreman sends it to Justin Ebner, and that one's not coming back, 25-13 Bells. It goes back and forth in set 4. Kashev to Smith for the Padres lead. Padres with Ronan to Smith, back to Ronan, who nails it in the hardwood, but the Bells are too good. TJ Ng to Foreman to Allen, who knocks down some Padres for the point. 22-18 Bells. Knappen to Ross to Foreman, who finds a hole in the defense to take the fourth set, 25-20, and the match to stay undefeated in the WCAL. Allen with 16 kills, Ross with 53 assists.
Each week, U.S. Bank brings us stories of athletes who have overcome adversity in their lives to become future leaders.
Robert, time after time, Raquel Bowles was told because of her birth injury, she could never be great at synchronized swimming. And boy, did she prove them wrong. Meet Raquel, our U.S. Bank future leader.
At just 17 years old, Raquel Bowles travels around the world, competing in international synchronized swimming competitions. A spectacular feat for an athlete who swims without the use of one side of her upper body.
I have limited range of motion in my arm and shoulder.
Raquel has Erb's palsy. A birth injury caused her left shoulder and arm to be partially paralyzed. She was introduced to water therapy as a way to build strength.
I was told when I was a kid I won't ever be capable of using it like my other arm. And so that kind of being told what I couldn't do didn't work for me, you know. When I started synchronized swimming, it became like a therapy for my arm, and it helped me expand my range of motion and really kind of adapt with my disability and work with it.
Raquel fell in love with the sport, so she began to compete.
When I first started synchronized swimming, I'm very sure, I was the worst on the team for like 2 or 3 years.
It wasn't enough for Raquel to simply compete, no. Raquel wanted to win, so she spent countless hours in the pool perfecting the craft.
I was so fed up with being told of what I couldn't do, not just by my doctors, but by some of my old coaches who didn't believe in me and said that, you know, why are you even doing synchronized swimming? This is totally not your niche.
There they go again, telling Raquel what she couldn't do. So again, she sought to prove them wrong, and she did so by taking home gold medals in national and international competitions. But this time, she decided to fight not only for herself, but for all disabled synchronized swimmers.
Synchronized Swimming for Athletes with Disabilities was an organization and nonprofit we started a couple of years ago to really advocate for synchronized swimmers that have physical and cognitive disabilities, because we've found over the years that people in synchronized swimming that do have disabilities are very underrepresented. And so we thought that that was a problem that needed to get fixed. And we needed to come up with a solution that helps keep the sport inclusive.
Like a light switch just turned on, and she said, I suppose I'm not the only one with this issue, so I'm going to open the doors for everybody.
The organization's biggest goal is to make synchronized swimming a Paralympic sport for the 2028 Olympics. On a smaller scale, Raquel and her family formed a club in the Bay Area which welcomes disabled and able-bodied athletes. Ready? She helps coach the team.
You don't decide that you want to be born with a disability, and so your whole life you're going to get stuck with something that, is qualified and people tell you it's a disability, but I think my goal with this team was to make people believe that their disability is an ability.
Raquel says she plans to spend her life convincing those who are told they can't that they truly can.
If synchro is approved as a Paralympic sport, Raquel's goal is to compete a couple of times, bring home some medals, and then be a lifelong coach.
Yeah, she's outstanding, and great that she's doing that so more people can get involved.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, One Hit Away brings us great advice on concussion prevention each week.
Here's Dr. Sergio Azzolino with this week's tip.
In sports, there are two factors that define the course of our brain's health: if and how we injure it, and how we heal it. If you participate in sports, you are not in control of the if and the how, but you are in control of using proven therapies for brain healing. Here are three. Number one, nutrition. For starters, hydrate, eliminate junk food, and add omega-3 fatty acids to your diet. Number two, hyperbaric oxygen therapy. This safe therapy oxygenates the brain and reduces inflammation, thus setting the course for proactive healing. Number three, chiropractic neurology. This brain-based rehabilitation addresses neurological deficits, thus allowing healing to take place. One Hit Away understands your brain can change your game.
Coming up, it's a South County Chrysler Game of the Week as Saratoga meets Gunn.
And Alameda takes on Castro Valley in softball. You're watching 49ers Cal High Sports Report. In 2006, a small group of dedicated, experienced real estate top producers broke from the tradition of large-scale real estate mega companies. Our goal was to form an upscale boutique agency with an unprecedented knowledge of the local market and community. We are the best and the brightest top producing agents in Silicon Valley, agreeing to collaborate to leverage our talents and ensure the success of every opportunity for our clients. And we give back with $500,000 a year, annually going out to 24 different organizations. Sereno Group, here for good.
Hi, I'm Lucy Wiedemeyer, longtime real estate broker, and I'm teamed up with Keith Andry, my favorite son-in-law. Many of you remember Charlie Wiedemeyer, my husband. We both support high school sports.
Hi, John Failer out of Saratoga and Santa Clara. I am very proud to support Northern California Bay Area high school sports.
There's the cross, Husin, Bucko! Bang! There's a shot!
49ers Cal High Sports Report is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Block Construction, together building greatness. By the Silver Creek Sportsplex, the Bay Area's premier sports and fitness destination. The Rikers Center, where goals and dreams become a reality. And by DGDG.com, where we want you to be a happy car buyer.
This season, South County Chrysler Jeep Ram Dodge brings us the Game of the Week. That means a reporter on scene, team interviews, and Game of the Week t-shirts. This week's South County Chrysler Game of the Week is a big game in the El Camino division.
Yes, it is. Saratoga all alone in first place with an impressive 8-1 record. The Gun Titans 2 games back and looking to topple the first place team this week. It's our South County Chrysler Game of the Week, and Aubrey was there.
The Gun Titans go to battle with Saratoga to keep in the hunt for the league title. Gun with a run in the first, but Toga comes back in the second. That's Robert Scott with a single to left to lead off the inning. He would come in to score on this J.J. Wong single through the left side. Falcons would score again on a sac fly. Toga up 2-1. Bottom of the inning, Cole Montavani goes right side just over the second baseman. Next up is Ryan Sohi, chops it down the line, and that is trouble. It rolls to the fence. He slides into third with the triple. Scoring is Samuel Hughes. Titans score 2 in the inning to take the 3-2 lead. But top of the third, Toga up to bat, and Daniel Ryu goes 5-6-hole, and he would end up on second for Peyton Stokes, who grabs himself an RBI knock through the middle of the infield. And with runners on the corners, Max Molenberg hits a chopper to third. The third baseman goes for the out at first. Matt Jacobs scores to take back the lead. But Gun starting hurler Sam Hughes gets out of the inning with the strikeout to keep his team in it. And that brings up the home half of the third. Runner on first for Shiva Buckland, and he smokes the ball, and it splits the outfielders. Marvin Lee crosses the plate to tie it up, and Buckland comes home a few batters later with this Colin Grant knocked to right. The Titans take the 1-run lead and never look back. Hughes up to bat with the bases loaded, a textbook hit up the middle. Nathan Nakamitsu scores from third, Grant trying from second, and he is safe. And it's 7-4 as we head to the bottom of the sixth. Runners on first and second for Nakamitsu. He hits it up the middle, and it falls. Hughes comes home, and the Gun Titans go on to win it 9-4. The Titans very excited afterwards. We talked to the team after the game.
Stopping by after their huge league win, the Gun Titans. We're going to talk to Sam Hughes first. He was dominant on the mound and the plate. He is our MVP. Sam, a big offensive showing for the entire team. What were you feeling at the plate and seeing from the pitchers?
You know, I was feeling really good this week, seeing the ball really well, and I was just trying to be really aggressive on the plate. Bases was loaded. I was just trying to be aggressive and get the runners in the plate.
Yeah. And we're going to talk about the defensive side now. This pitching staff, Doug, has been great all season long. What do you attribute that success to?
I mean, I just try to put in the work during practice. I mean, I think practice is the most important part of the game. I mean, I look forward to that the most, and I think that's paid off.
It's paid off, sure has. All right, now, Cole, you guys are very much in the league race hunt. What would a league title mean to this team?
Man, it would mean a lot. I mean, we've been grinding this whole season. When we really wanted to set our goals high, and the league winning the league would just be huge for us.
And how are you going to get that?
Just keep grinding at practice. The grind never stops.
The grind never stops. These are the Gun Titans. Guys, take us out.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1 more.
It's senior night in Castro Valley as Sky Perez and company were honored before the game. Christina Allman was dominant for the Trojans early on, getting the K here. Second inning, and the Trojans get a runner on for Olivia Bracken, who laces one to left for a base knock. Both runners come in to score. 2-0 Castro Valley after 2. Castro Valley looking for more in the third. Allman crushes one deep to center. One hop off the fence as Mackenzie Parahan and Lauren Kong cross the plate. Now 5-0 Trojans in the fourth for Parahan, who grounds one through the infield for a base hit. 2 stolen bases would put Parahan at third for Lauren Kong, who chops it to second. Good enough to score Parahan. 6-0 Castro Valley after 4. Alameda looking to rally in the fifth. Elizabeth Legg chops it to the outfield for a base knock, but she would not score. The Trojans keep it going in the bottom half as the pitch gets away. Bracken slides in safely at home. 7-0. Then with another runner at third, the pitch goes to the backstop. That allows Sky Perez to score. 8-0 Castro Valley, but that's all the Trojans get as Bree Riverstone makes the catch and left to end the inning. Castro Valley gets more insurance in the sixth as Bracken shoots one up the middle for a single. Haley Clemmer scores. 9-0 Trojans. Christina Allman doing the rest as she gets the batter to chase for the third strike as Castro Valley cruises to a 9-0 victory to go to 6-0 in the West Alameda County Foothill League. Once again this season, Lexus of Stevens Creek is honoring athletes who do great volunteer work in their community.
We are now down to our 5 finalists. All 5 will be interviewed by our panel to decide how the $10,000 in scholarship money will be divided. But Olive earned a scholarship from Lexus of Stevens Creek. So they're coming to our banquet.
Congratulations to all of them.
Yeah.
Very nice work. Coming up, back to the diamond as Homestead takes on Wilcox in the De Anza Division Showdown.
And East Bay League Lacrosse as De La Salle takes on Acalanes. This is 49ers Cal High Sports Report, the top high school sports show in the nation.
Back at Levi Stadium with action from the De Anza Division with 5 teams within 3 games of first place Palo Alto. Both Wilcox and Homestead are fighting to keep their league title chances alive.
The Mustangs feature Curran Ozawa Burns, who's hitting .407. Wilcox has a big hitter and Asahi Sato. Wilcox and Homestead battling this week.
The Wilcox Chargers taking on Homestead in Game 1 of the Home and Home series. Bottom 1, the Chargers get started early. Alex Adami goes with the pitch, and it drops in no man's land. He would score on a Homestead error. It's 1-0 Wilcox going into the top of the second when Michael Dixon takes the inside pitch to left field, and it falls. A base hit will put runners on first and second, but starting pitcher Angel Martinez gets out of the inning with the strikeout looking. Chargers maintain the lead. But top of the 4th, Ryan Yee smokes it down the left field line, and it rolls all the way to the fence. Yee into second with the stand-up double. Franklin Nagai up to bat. He hits a chopper to the right side, and it finds its way to the outfield. Yee comes in to score, and we are tied at 1. Same inning, the Mustangs still threatening. The ball is in the dirt, but it's blocked by Nathan Oliveira. The runner gets too far from the bag, and he picks him off. Wilcox would escape the jam. Runner on second for Wilcox in the bottom of the 5th. Devin Batto catches the defense off guard with the bunt, and it is perfect. Batto with the bunt single, and then with runners on second and third, Adami becomes a hero in the game. He goes the opposite way, and it goes in the gap. Adami has himself a double and 2 RBIs. The score 3-1 after the hit, and Homestead looking to start a rally in the 6th, but the Wilcox defense is doing their thing. The slow roller, a tough play, but Adami makes it look too easy. Wilcox takes Game 1 by a final of 3-1.
Senior night at Acalanes as Calvin Vance and company are honored before the game. De La Salle with some great ball movement in the first. The ball finds Nate Rumpf, who fires it into the net. 1-0 Spartans. But back come the Dons. Jack Wickline feeds Reed Watson, who shoots and scores from close range, and we're tied at 1-1. Acalanes looking for more. Avery Howell loses his defender and gets the ball to the back of the net. 2-1 Dons. The Spartans answer right back, though. This is Mike Belusek on the run, and he scores to knot it up at 2-2. De La Salle on the attack again now. Jordan Gutierrez passes to a wide-open Chris Koenig, who converts from close range to give the Spartans a 3-2 lead. DLS looking for more as Trey Acabane lobs it to Rumpf, who bounces it into the net. 6-2 Spartans after 1. Acalanes is battling back in the second. Finn Chorak with the spin move, and Circus shot for the goal to cut the lead to 3. But the Spartans get that goal back as Koenig loses his defender and finishes in traffic to give De La Salle a 7-3 lead at the half. The Spartans keep rolling in the second half as Belusek bounces it in for another goal as De La Salle cruises to a 10-4 win to go to 12-5 on the season.
Synergy Environmental Solutions celebrate players who go all out for their team, just like Synergy goes all out for its customers.
Doing the dirty work this week is Gunderson's Justin Nowak. The Grizzlies pitcher diving across his body and into the dirt to snag this hot shot, and he gets the out at first. Justin Nowak doing the dirty work, just like Synergy Environmental Solutions. Remember, you can buy the entire game from the games we showed tonight on either DVD or we'll send it to you digitally. Go to CalHighSportsBayArea.com to order.
Be sure to follow us on social media at 49ers Cal High on Twitter and Instagram. Give us a thumbs up on Facebook and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube page. We'll let you know when new videos are ready to watch.
South County Chrysler Jeep Ram Dodge cares about our Bay Area young people.
So every week they bring us tips on how our teens can drive more safely. Here's this week's safe driving tip.
Hi, my name is Andre Fatehi. I go to Leland High School, and I'm here for this week's South County Chrysler driving tip. Compared to all other age groups, teens are the last likely to wear safety belts while driving or as a passenger. Safety belt technology has come a long way in recent years with overwhelming evidence wearing safety belts saves lives. Once you get in the habit of buckling up, it becomes second nature and just might save your life.
Coming up, our second block construction blockbuster game as Berkeley takes on Alameda.
And a De Anza League battle with Los Gatos and Wilcox next.
The difference between impossible and possible? It's a person who believes they can, saving toward their goal with a bank that believes they can too. U.S. Bank, the power of possible.
At South County, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Fiat, we are the #1 volume dealer in the state, #1 Pacifica hybrid dealer in the nation, and we received the 2018 #1 Customer First Award. Take advantage of great deals during our spring sales event. Take home a new 2018 Chrysler Pacifica with third row seating, wireless connectivity, rear camera, and more for only $19,777. Why would you buy anywhere else? Drive a little, save a lot in Gilroy.
The Rikers Center has long been a staple of the Bay Area sports community, offering flexible and adaptable training programs for all ages. Among their most advanced programs is Cornerstone, a training course that combines a group-style training session with one-on-one supervision to optimize the training of its most elite athletes. Beginning each session with a group-based training workout, Cornerstone offers the best of both worlds. Fluid dynamic sessions followed by routine, all the while being assisted by the center's certified coaches.
Hi, I'm Tom McGraw, and I have the privilege of serving as CEO of First National Bank of Northern California. It's also been a privilege to grow up and make my home in the beautiful Bay Area and play high school sports just like many of you. We're proud to support local businesses and homeowners, as well as the hardworking youth and student athletes in the Bay Area. Come in and meet us and see how community banking really makes a difference in building stronger neighborhoods. Come into a branch and say hi.
Where everybody knows your name.
Back at Levi Stadium in the NBC Sports Studio and the showdown game in the West Alameda County Foothill League, the Alameda Hornets with a half-game lead over Berkeley.
The two teams meeting this week with first place on the line in our NCS Block Construction Blockbuster game. Our Kiara Biagini was there.
Blockbuster game, yeah.
Today's game is the Battle of the Bees as the top two teams in the WAC face off, the Alameda Hornets and the Berkeley Yellow Jackets. Alameda is red hot, winning their last 13 games. They're right on track to winning back-to-back league titles, with senior outfielder Jordan Kim leading the Hornet offense, hitting .405, racking up 17 hits in only 16 games. Countering for the Yellow Jackets is standout junior Michael Dixon, having himself a year, batting .474 with 4 home runs, 16 RBIs, and 16 stolen bases. We'll find out which team will get stung in today's Block Construction Blockbuster game.
Berkeley gets a runner in scoring position in the first, but shutting it down with 2 big strikeouts is junior pitcher Max Nyrope, bringing the Hornets back in the dugout. Both pitchers were dominant early on. Here's Yellow Jackets starting pitcher Ole Iverson with a dirty pitch in the dirt for the K. This game is hitless through 3 innings until Caden Wells leads off the inning with a base knock through the infield. Berkeley looking to take the lead, but Alameda continues to play strong D. Here's second baseman Brian Wu handling the tough hop and getting the out at 1. The Hornets wake up their bats in the 4th. Sam Wettergren breaks up the no-no with a shot through the left side, making it safely to second base, but Berkeley handles the pressure well. Iverson gets a ground ball here to Aaron Gonzalez at second, who puts it away to end the inning. We head to the 5th inning with no score. Ryan Wong at the plate for Alameda. He gets a hold of this one, hitting it way over the left fielder. Wong slides into third for the leadoff triple. That was huge for the Hornets. Now it's Chris Regan up to bat. He takes a hack and sends it flying deep left field. That one just keeps on going. Far enough for Regan to make it all the way around for the inside the park home run. Alameda holds their lead to take the win over Berkeley 2-0 to remain undefeated in league. Senior Chris Regan talks to us after the game about his approach.
I was just looking for a ball up. I can drive, get that run in, and give us a lead right there. That's all I was really looking for. Saw a pitch I liked and I hit it. We work really well together. We're a really old team. We got a bunch of seniors. We've got lots of leadership, and we just work through that and work as a team to get every win we get.
In Alameda for our Blockbuster game, I'm Kiara Biagini, 49ers Cal High Sports Report.
1, 2, 3, Alameda!
Some young Los Gatos fans cheering on the Cats as they take on Wilcox Monday afternoon. Top of the second, runner on third, the score already tied at 1. Marina Herrera knocks it back up the middle, scoring Alyssa Guerrero. A sac fly scores one more before Savannah Ramon bloops one over the shortstop. That brings home Amanda McDowell. Wilcox takes the 4-1 lead into the 5th. Top 5, 2 runners on for Karina Parr, and she sends a blast to right center, and that's going to roll while Dina Peterson and Hinal Amin score. Wilcox up 6-1. But in the bottom of the 7th, the score now 6-4 with runners on the corners. Rachel Ice Crespo makes this one a 1-run game. She knocks it over the infield to score Mira Sharma. And after starting the inning down by 5 runs, Alana Panu ties this game up with that swing of the bat. Ava Curry crosses the plate. Wilcox would get out of the inning, and we're headed into extras. Runner on first for Wilcox. Guerrero smokes it back up the middle, and it will roll all the way to the fence. A runner from first trying for home, and she's tagged out by Macy Zeck to keep this one tied. Then the bottom of the 7th, Annika Brisky leads off the inning with a hit down the line. It gets buried in the corner. She strolls into third. Next batter's Alexa Wong, and a 3-hit day for her. But this one's for all the marbles. Alexa Wong with a walk-off knock to take this game 8-7. The Los Gatos Wildcats improved to 6-1 in league play, sitting on top of the division standings.
The Harker School honors athletes who perform well in the classroom every week. This week's scholar athlete is Cole Gillis from the Branham volleyball team. Cole is a terrific player, but even better in the classroom with a 4.3 GPA.
Brought to you by the Harker School. This week, Harker congratulates the boys' varsity volleyball team. The Eagles started last week with 2 wins, then took second in the Monte Vista tournament over the weekend. The Eagles defeated 4 tough opponents before falling in the championship match. The team is now 13-3. At Harker, preschool through 12th grade students discover their passions. Learn more at harker.org. Once again this season, Adobe brings us advice on how to use their software to make great highlight reels and team videos.
Here's this week's Adobe tip.
A jitter effect in your football videos can be fun and add an extra feel to the play. These are really easy to do. In Premiere Pro, you can use keyframes to move the video up and down. So in position, we set the first frame, then 1 frame later we move the video down. Keep doing these up and down keyframes for as long as you want this jitter to last. We'll add 7 keyframes. Now when the video gets to this point, we have our jitter. Just another way to use the Adobe Creative Cloud to make your videos better than all the rest. Coming up, Oakland League Baseball with Skyline and Castlemont.
But first, here's our World Games Top 10 Baseball Poll.
'49ers Cal High Sports Report is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By South County Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. Drive a little, save a lot. By Club Sport at the Sportsplex. Live healthy. And by the Sereno Group. Here for good.
Hi, I'm Kathleen Pizzine in Palo Alto, and I'm a proud supporter of Bay Area high school sports.
Hi, my name's Ed Graziani from Los Altos. I'm proud to support high school athletics on the 49er Cal High Sports Report.
Back at Levi Stadium with action from the Oakland League, where Castlemont is having a fine season with senior Jairek Salazar hitting .455.
The Knights taking on league rival Skyline this week.
It's Skyline and Castlemont battling it out in this Oakland League matchup. Castlemont gets started early. Eric Salas in scoring position. And it's Lazaro Alvarez with a drive deep to left center. And that is gone. Knights take the 2-0 lead. Very next batter, this one is skied to center field. And coming in is Tyson Howard with the sliding catch off his knee. Nice catch there. Fast forward to the third, a grounder to the left side. Jairek Salazar is there for the out, allowing Lucas Blaschka to score. The Titans make it a 2-1 game. Skyline locking down on defense. A pass ball bounces off the backstop and comes to Nomar Sandoval, who comes down the runner at second. What an arm. Moving ahead into the 5th, Gabe Mata will come in relief for Skyline, and he strikes out the batter for his 5th straight punch out. Castlemont still leads it 2-1. And the Titans capitalize in the 6th. Lucas Blaschka with a Blaschka to center. And this one will roll all the way to the fence, bringing home Dario Conti. And this game is tied at 2. And a few batters later, Howard laces a grounder through the right side. And Blaschka and Sandoval cross home for Skyline's 5th and 6th run in the inning. And that's all she wrote as the Titans take down the Knights by a final of 7-3. Blaschka a 2-hit day.
The Branham boys volleyball team is having a great season.
The first place Bruins meeting with Strawberry from 99.7 now to talk about it earlier this week.
Hey, we're at the Rikers Center in Menlo Park, the premier training facility on the peninsula where goals are achieved. You see what's brewing? I'm surrounded by the Branham boys volleyball team. What's up, fellas? Clap it up for yourself. They're hyped because they got a crazy season. Let's talk to Colby, the only freshman on the squad. What are you guys doing with your crazy home court advantage? Nobody wins when they come to Branham. You guys are, what, 6-0 right now?
Yeah, basically.
What's the secret? Why?
Well, I think one of the home court advantages is like how comfortable we are in the Bruin Den. For me personally, when I walk in there, I feel very comfortable and I feel very like at home. Another one is the people who show up. So, like, for example, on the league game we had last Tuesday, which we won, there were a lot of freshmen that showed up, and that really helped me throughout the game, and it made me stay calm. Yeah.
The crowd participation on campus is crazy. Let's talk to Cole right here. You guys had a crazy season last year. You got the home court undefeated advantage right now. How do you guys deal with all this pressure that's coming at you? Because there's a lot, right?
Oh, yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Like, so, you know, coming back from, like, last year's undefeated season, there's going to be definitely a lot of pressure because a lot of teams are going to be, like, out to get you and stuff. But, you know, we don't let it get to us. We just play our game, play keep 100% each time, you know what I mean?
But everybody wants to take you out.
Hey, we don't let it get to us.
Oh, I like that answer. I like that answer. Here we go. Let's talk to Ben right here. What are you guys doing not to let up? I mean, it's senior year for a lot of people. You're thinking about summer. The weather's nice. How do you keep focused on the game?
Well, we just got to keep in our minds that nothing's for sure yet. We got to keep playing hard and get better every day and just go as far as we can.
All gas, no brakes?
Of course.
That's what he said. All right, my name is Strawberry from 99.7 Now. You can check me out every night starting at 7, but the Brandon Bruins are going to send it back to the studio. Go ahead, fellas.
DGDG.com presents the Be Happy Play each week. This was a play in a game this week that made everybody happy. This week's Be Happy Play goes to the Valley Christian Warriors, down by a run in the bottom of the 8th. Lauren Hendrickson delivers a 2-run blast to walk it off. Hendrickson and the Warriors celebrate the win at home plate for this week's Be Happy Play. Go to DGDG.com to find out how you can be a happy car buyer.
They were pretty happy. Coming up, it's the Service by Medallion Play of the Week. It might be this play, but maybe not.
But first, here's this week's training tip by our good friends at the Reca Center.
Hey there, my name is Coach Lex from the Reca Center, and today's training tip is the lateral lunge. Great for lower body strength, glute activation, and knee stability. You're going to have your athlete go ahead and start from standing. You're going to step out to the side wider than your shoulder, sit back onto your hip. We're looking for alignment between your knee and your heel. Go ahead, step back together. Step out again. We're pushing, activating from our heel, chest up. Go ahead, step together. You can do this for 8 to 10 reps and then repeat on the other side. To progress this exercise, you can either do a hang or a goblet with a med ball or a weight.
The winner of the Service by Medallion Play of the Week gets a hat, a backpack, and an invitation to our end of the season awards banquet right here at Levi Stadium. Just a couple of invitations left to go.
Yeah, we've already sent out a majority of them.
Yeah.
We'll show you some really good contenders and then award this week's Play of the Week.
Play of the Week.
We start with California's Kelly Curlett, a diving catch for the Grizzlies. Nicely done. Same game, Sydney Frankenberger with a terrific catch of her own. Here's Alameda's Chris Reagan with an inside the park 2-run home run. He hit it a long ways, and he ran a long time. Here's Norman Sandoval from Skyline, a pass ball. It bounces back to him, and he gets the runner at second. Great play. Maliko Negron from Pittsburgh with a dive here, and he tags third base. A heads-up play there. Nicely done. We couldn't decide, so we have 2 plays of the week this week. First, it's Nico Capsularis with a diving play at third. Look at him stretch out, get the ball, and then the out at first. A great diving play by Nico. The other play of the week goes to Lauren Hendrickson from Valley Christian. Down by a run in the 8th inning, Lauren comes up, clutches up, and hits a big 2-run home run to get the win and make her teammates excited for the play of the week. That's the play of the week, and that's our 49ers Cal High Sports Report for this week. Thanks for watching. I'm Robert Bronstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. Be sure to join us next week as we travel to South Africa with a San Jose softball player. We'll see you then.